What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am back with another Fut Champs tactic video. Honestly, this might be one of the last Fut Champ tactic videos. I don't know how many more Fut Champs we have in this game. Probably like 2 or 3, maybe 4. I think the next one comes out September 20 something, the next game. So I'll probably make like 1 or 2 last Fut Champ tactics, but these are my favorite tactics. I might make 1 or 2 fun tactics, but these will probably be the last super meta tactics, if I'm honest with you guys. But if not, I'll let you guys know in the videos upcoming. But yeah, let's get into it. So a lot of these formations are very familiar. If you've been to my channel before, then you know that I use these formations, and these are my favorite formations in the game. 3 of these formations are my top 5 formations, my favorite formations, which are these 3 right here, and then an all-out formation at the end. Now, pay attention to how I set this up because I changed it a little bit from last week. So normally in the defensive slot I have my go-to formation. Then in my attacking I have my comeback formation. The ultra defensive will be just a shut off the game, and then my ultra attacking will be all out gun ho. This time I kind of switched it up because I'm chasing that 20-0 again. I haven't had time to play the last few weeks. I've only played to like 16 wins, 18 wins, and I never could actually focus to get the 20-0. It's been like 2 weeks since I got 20-0 or a rank 1. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go straight into when I start off. I'm gonna go straight into a 4-2-3-1, and this is what I recommend for you guys to go straight into a 4-2-3-1 to suss your opponent out, to see what he's doing, to kind of see if he's playing aggressive, wide, narrow, yada yada yada. So you're gonna go into this formation, the 4-2-3-1. Um, Depending on what he's playing, if he's playing a very narrow formation and you can't break him down with the 4-2-3-1, then switch into this one, the 3-5-2, because it's wide, because you have the left mid and the right mid, right? And you turn on the hug the sideline, so it makes it even wider. If he's playing very wide, like he's playing like a 4-2-2, if he's playing like a 4-3-3-4, something like that, then you can switch into this one, the 4-3-2-1, just to kind of get in his face, quick tiki-taka play in the mid, because you have these 3 center mids right here, and then you have your right forward and your left forward bombing forward, just making runs in behind. You're really going to frustrate your opponent, just tearing him apart through the middle when you use this one, right? So I'll repeat myself one more time. Go-to formation will be 4-2-3-1 to start off the game, just to see how your opponent's playing. If you can manage the whole game with the 4-2-3-1, use it. If not, if you just want to use it to defend, to close off the game, that's fine. But it is a very attacking variation. I'll show you how to make it more defensive if you want. Depending on who you're playing up against, if you can't break them down with the 4-2-3-1, 3-5-2 will be for if your opponent is playing very narrow, then you're going to counter him playing very wide. Or if he's playing a 5 at the back, any 5 at the back formation, then go to 3-5-2. And then if your opponent's playing very wide, like a 4-2-2, a 4-4-2, 4-3-3-4, then you're going to switch into this one, the 4-3-2-1. Or if he's playing this exact same formation, 4-3-2-1, you can mirror him if you want to kind of go against him, like skill rating, if that makes sense, like who's better. If not, go to 3-5-2 to kind of cut him through the wings and beat him through the wings, right? And then all out formation, this is my favorite formation. The whole game to press. It's just so fun to press with, to attack. It's just the best one. So 4-3-1-2 at the end. All right, let's get into it. 4-2-3-1. So this is gonna be my go-to formation. So defensive style is gonna be balanced. Width is 37. Depth, 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 not depth, depth. 72 depth. Balance of build a play and 4 runs. This is on new gen. Sorry guys, I had to do that because somebody was making fun of me saying that I say depth like you owe money, you know? It's because that's like the hardest word to say next to hash browns, you know? Alright, so balance 37 with debt 72. So if you're on old gen, I recommend starting off like this. 72 debt has auto offside trap on new gen. Old gen, it just pushes your defensive line very high up. This is how I like to play. I like to play very, very aggressive. But if it's too high up for you, too aggressive for you, then drop it down. If you're on on old gen, you could drop it down anywhere from as low as like 50 to 53 to close off the game, 55 to be neutral, and 57 to 60 to be more like not, I don't want to say aggressive, but just be more attacking if you're gonna go use this as a go-to formation if you don't like the 72 debt, okay? If you're on new gen and you don't like the 72 det, you don't like the auto size trap, start off at 57 and then raise it a little bit to 60 if you feel comfortable. And then if you want to be more aggressive, switch it to 63. If you want to be very conservative, then just go back to 57 and you'll be good there, right? But for me, I like 72 det. So for old gen, do balance and forward runs. It works very, very well in this formation. On old gen, if you're on new gen, then you can switch it to direct passing. Now on old gen 2, you can do balance if you're closing off the lead. But if you want to be very, very aggressive, try forward runs. It's crazy. It gives a lot of attacking options. I love it. But new gen, direct passing. All right, and then with 37, now if you're playing up against somebody and you can't really break them down, they're playing too narrow, you need to cut through the wings, and you feel like the 37 width is too narrow, then you can turn on the D-pad tactics, up arrow, and then the right, which is hug the sideline. So makes your opponents, your players, your right mid and your left mid, or your right cam and left cam kind of hug the sideline, so it makes everything wider. Players in the box 5, corners and free kicks 1 and 1. Not going over who plays where. If you need me to go through that, then click on my channel. Just click one of the videos, the most recent videos. I will have a deep dive on every single formation of what I'm using and who I play where and all that good stuff, right? So goalie comes across a sweeper keeper. Both center backs stay back while attacking. Right back stay back overlap. Left back stay back overlap. Both CDMs cut passing lane stay back while attacking cover center on both of them. Your cam is going to be stay forward again to box or cross. Right mid or right cam is going to be come back on defense, get into box or cross. Left cam is going to be come back on defense, get into box or cross. So you will defend in a 4-4-1-1. So this guy will be your left mid in front of Capdevila, and then your right cam will be your right mid in front of Marcos Llorente. So come back on defense, get into box or cross. This guy will be your lone, your get out of jail free card player, your go-to player, your outlet player whenever you're trying to get out of a press. And then your striker, stay central, get in behind. Make sure you have a very rapid player there because he will be getting in behind a lot. Now, that's 4-2-3-1. If after that, I will switch to 3-5-2 if my opponent is playing very narrow and I cannot break him down with the 4-2-3-1, and I'm confident with defending with 3 center backs in the attack, which I usually do anyways. So I'm going to go into this one, 3-5-2. Right here, if you can tell, these are very similar to the other one because this is my go-to, my personal go-to that I use every single week and almost every single formation. 37 with 72 det, same thing as I said earlier. If you're on old gen and you don't like the 72 det, then you could drop it down to 53, 55, 57, somewhere around there. 57 is more aggressive, 55 is more neutral, 53 is more narrow, more compact, more deep, I should say. Depth. If on new gen, then you can go anywhere from as low as 57 to 60 will be neutral, and 63 will be a little bit more aggressive. Sorry, I'm gonna start saying that depth thing all the time. Build the play balance. That is on old gen because you have such a high line. I don't want direct passing to move my players out of position. If you don't like balance, then you can go ahead and add direct passing. If you're on new gen, then go ahead and just add on direct passing regardless, right? But I say balance, direct passing on new gen, and if you don't like balance on old gen, then do direct passing. With 47 players in the box 6, corners and free kicks 1 and 1. Now, if you don't know how to turn on the hug the sideline, because this is very important, I have both my right mid and my left mid on comeback on defense, both of them, so that way you defend in a 5-back, so you defend in a 5-2-1-2. So if somebody says that, hey, you're playing with a 3 at the back, or they're trying to say they play only with a 3 at the back, it doesn't defend in a 5 in the back, they're full of it. You defend in a 5 at the back. So this one's to make this more attacking, or to add the width to this formation. If you don't know how to turn on the hug the sideline with the D-pad tactic, the up arrow, and then I think it's the right arrow for hug the sideline, then go on here and turn on stay wide on both of them. That'll make them stay wide, stay on the touchline. It'll give you options when you're getting out of a press. It's really good. Just to get out of a press, switch the ball from one side to the other side, just give you an outlet player all the time. It's really good. I don't have get into the box for cross. I don't have getting behind because then they run too forward and then they act like wingers opposed to right mid, left mids, and then you have nobody to pass it to, and then that takes away the whole purpose of this formation. So just come back on defense on those. All 3 center backs stay back while attacking. Goalie comes for cross, sweeper, keeper. Both CDMs cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking cover center on both of them. Cam, stay forward, get into box or cross, and both of your strikers on stay central, get in behind. Now, one tip too, whenever you are in game and you don't like, how do I want to say this? You can't get out of a press, your opponent's really pressing you, and you feel like you have no outlet player, like when you're playing against a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. When no, stop that. When you're playing against this one, I'll give you a perfect example. When you're playing up against this one, because you're going to play up against this one a lot, especially with elite division players, because for some reason love this formation and I hate this formation. You see how they have that lone CDM, that Lamar right there? Um, that guy is always going to be pressing you whenever you're getting out of a press. So he's always going to be pressing this guy. So if you want to make yourself a little bit more defensive, then you can turn on the D-pad tactic, bottom arrow and then the up arrow for striker drop back. If you don't know how to do that, then just put one of these strikers on striker drop back. Whichever one is less of a threat in front of goal, drop them to come back on defense. Whoever's a better dribbler, let's just say that. Make them drop back, come back on defense, okay? If you don't know how to do the D-pad tactics, I recommend learning the D-pad tactics because then you can turn it off and on in game, and that's what's going to make you go from a rank 4, rank 5 player to a rank 3, rank 2, rank 1 player. I'm just saying. Alright, so if that 3-5-2 does not work, or you're playing against somebody that's playing very wide, they see that you're playing 3-5-2, they're trying to counter you and trying to play you very wide, then you can switch to 4-3-2-1, and then you counter them too. And trust me, your opponents are going to get mad because they're not going to know which formation you're playing because you switch into all of these and they don't know how to counter you because you can counter all of them. And it's a win-win situation. So 4-3-2-1, this one right here. Yes, it defends on a 4-4-2. Left forward drops down to make a left mid. Then you have your two center mids, and then you have your right center mid, which makes a right mid. Defending on a 4-4-2, so he'll be in front of Marcos Llorente. Rodrigo will be in front of Capdevila when you're defending, and then you have these two strikers. So same exact thing as a 3-5-2. Copy and paste everything. Everything is exactly the same. On old gen, everything is exactly the same on new gen. So old gen, if you don't like the 72 depth, then you drop it deep. You can drop it to like about 55, 53 depth, 57 depth, somewhere around there. New gen, go as low as 57, 60 to be more neutral, 63 to be more aggressive. But trust me, try out 72 depth. And then build up play balance, chance creation balance. If you don't like balance, like I said earlier, just put on direct passing. If you're on new gen, just put on direct passing because that's what works for new gen for some weird reason. So balance on both. If you don't like balance, direct passing, new gen, direct passing. Cool. 47 width, you don't need them to be too neutral. I mean too narrow. You kind of want to add a little bit of width to make your right center mid to kind of bomb a little bit to the right and then cut inside, if that makes sense, and your left mid or your left forward as well. Players in box 6, so I do have one more player in the box on this one, I believe. Corners and free kicks 1-1. Goalie comes for cross sweeper keeper, same thing as always. He has to put in the shift, he has to work. Both center backs stay back while attacking. Right back stay back conservative. I don't want him to move out of position. I want him to stay as is because I want him to basically make a three center back partnership, and this guy will be bombing forward, not all the time, but every now and then. Balance attack overlap, okay? Balance attack overlap. He's going to be joining in on the attack, not all the time, just whenever he sees some green space. So because he's attacking, your left center mid is going to cover for him attacking, so he's going to be on stay back while attacking, stay on the edge of the box, cover center. He's going to cover for your left back attacking, and he's also going to be your outlet player when you're trying to recycle a ball if you can't get a cut back, and he's going to be your first line of defense trying to steal the ball whenever you get countered because everybody just wants to play counter attack FIFA. Alright, so there you go. That's him. That's his job. Center mid is going to be stay back while attacking, cover center, so he's your tank player. Steal everything, just make him do the dirty work, make him be like Casemiro or Rodri, just do the dirty work, do the foul, whatever, don't get countered. Right center mid, he's going to act like almost like a cam, like a right mid slash cam, so he's going to be joining forward, so make sure you get a really good dribbler and passer there. Very important, passer. Get forward, get into box or cross, cover wing. Left mid or left forward will be come back on defense, getting behind, so he'll drop deep and be bombing forward all the time, making runs, pissing your opponent off all the time. And then your central striker will be stay central. That is it. And then your right striker will be get in behind, stay forward. I'm still debating whether I want to put Ronaldinho here and switch Henry. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Because usually your better dribbler and your better passer should be as striker. And your more clinical finisher should be as a right forward. But I'm going to try this out. I'm going to see. I'm going to see. I'm going to see how this goes. Alright, and then at the end, if you've been in my channel like any time this whole FIFA 24 or 23, damn, I'm living in the future. You know I like 4-3-1-2 ever since I came up with it around September. 4-3-1-2 has been my go-to attacking formation, but now it's just my ultra attacking. I have it on press after possession loss, but you can literally just pause it, just do a quick foul, pause it, and do constant press, and it works the same. So press after possession loss 40, 70. Keep it as is for both old gen, new gen. It works for both. I tested it on both. Long ball, balance, 50 with players in the box 6, corners and free kicks 1 and 1. Goalie, as always, comes for cross, sweeper, keeper. Both center backs stay back. Right back balance overlap. Left back balance overlap. Trying to get as many bodies up as you can. CDM stay back while attacking cover center. Right center mid all balance. Left center mid all balance. Strikers stay forward. That is it. And you're both. Your cam stay forward. That's it. And both of your strikers stay central. And that is it. So those are all the tactics that I'm gonna be using this week. For Fut Champs. Hopefully I get a rank 1. If I do get a rank 1, I'll post it. If I don't, then that means I ran out of time or I probably got rank 2. Either or. But if you guys still interested in watching the actual rewards, let me know down below because not a lot of people watch them. And speaking of down below, not like that. Stop thinking. Get your brain out the gutter. If you guys want to give me a coffee, go ahead and as I was saying, I had to start laughing because I can't believe I just said that. If you want to buy me a coffee, I left it down in the comment section down below. So that way I will no longer sleep. I will stay awake 24 hours a day and make more tactic videos for you guys and post more in return. Or if you just want to say thank you, you can do that too. Alright guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Peace and good luck on your Fut Champs.